Sims, and we are back with more sweet views, and this is going to be a short part, just getting our bad ending. So, yeah, we finished Miradashi's part in the last one. It was good. I enjoyed his route. He is a character. He is a character. And, look, not my typical, like, love interest. You know what I mean? But he was fucking entertaining as shit, so. Let's see. He's entertaining shit as a character, and he's actually, like, decent as a love interest. Like, it wasn't bad. They look awkward together. Don't get me wrong. But do you wish to start with this affection level? Yes. I guess we're not supposed to worry about. Okay. So we just skip through everything, so that won't take long. I guess we can just choose the same things. Or you know what? We can just choose the opposite things just for the hell of it. Because then we have something to read, and it might help it be like 15 minutes versus like 10. You know what I'm saying? Because we'll be lucky if it's 5 minutes before we get to our thing with skipping. So we might as well. I love his little chibi character. It's so fucking cute. Gonna fight, not jazz hands. Well, that's jazz hands, but you know. Thank you. I couldn't think of what else to say. Don't worry about me. I'll keep you safe no matter what. I felt tears prickling my eyes again. I can't just let him keep doing this. I need to take care of myself. Except for in the explosive I wonder what happens if you fail the explosive insight. Let's try it. Why not? We got time to waste. It's not like, oh, we're cutting it close, or what's the worst that's going to happen? It goes, oh, you fail, and then we all die, and then, like... I wonder what happens. Because we did that in one, I got it wrong, but I went back and got it right? But I wonder what happens if I get it wrong. Does anything happen? Let's try it. Let's try anything else but rescued. Let's just see what I want to see what happens if we get it wrong. I can't think of anything. Shit. They spotted us. I looked up to see that we'd been suddenly surrounded by piglets. Wait. One of them kicked me in the stomach, and I fell to the ground with a dry wheeze. Not jazz hands, definitely not. Bastards! You're not gonna get away with this! Did we just, like, die? The last thing I saw before the world blinked out was Ryuji throwing a seemingly endless stream of piglets right and left, trying desperately to reach me. Did we get, like, a really bad ending? Why don't they tell you to fail the explosive insights? Cool! So that happens. Try again. That's awesome! So now we know what happens. Not that we need to go through and do that for every single explosive insight, but though I'm really, I mean, I guess it'd be the same thing, like if you were in the first stage and you failed, you would just, it would be like game over, you go back and you try again, so you miss a couple little screen thing, like chat things, right? So, rescued, Hogstein, rules, yeah, sure. I just wondered if it was like, I don't know, and then you still go anyway. Because that would seem stupid, then it wouldn't really matter. Like, well, that was fun, and that wasted, like, 30 seconds. So that's awesome, right? Totally. What you doing, Boogerface Bird? What you doing? What are you climbing on my hood for? There you go. Ugh. We will not get mad this time. Even though, what's wrong with you is my favorite thing to do. We'll just... What? Suddenly the world spun as Ryuji tucked me under his arm like a football and took off toward the gate. Yeah! We already read this, though. Hey! Interesting. Why is this different? He slammed into the piglets that came at us with his shoulder, pushing them aside. Hogstein stood between us and the gate, gun in hand. I'm surprised it stopped this far. Oink! It's all over! He lifted the gun to aim it straight at Ryuji's head. He's going to kill him. Don't shoot! But it was too late, and a gunshot rang out. Oh, we don't even get the option to get mad. We just get shot. Does the bad ending he dies? For some reason, though, he changed his aim at the last moment and shot Ryuji in the foot. Gah! Ryuji! He screamed and collapsed. Yeah! Whoa! Suddenly I was flying through the air. He threw me? Even as he was falling, Ryuji had thrown me with the last of his strength. What? I looked down as I flew over Hogstein, and then the gate itself. Like, he throws a person like, come on. Ow! Go. Run. I can't. I couldn't bring myself to say it. I climbed to my feet and began to run. He'd sacrificed himself so that I could get away. I couldn't let that go to waste. Oh, Ryuji, please don't die. I felt tears streaming down my face as I ran. Oh my god, did we just kill everyone? Okay, here we go. This is our ending. So it took about 7 minutes or so to get here. So that's awesome. So the next part might be a whole 10 minutes. Woohoo! I feel bad that these aren't even 15-minute parts. And, like, even if I ramble and talk, I guess we'll just have to ramble at the end like we do about everything, but whatever. Ah, jeez, look at the time. I opened the curtains and let the warm morning light stream into my room. I can't believe it's only been a week. I'm still sore all over. After Ryuji and I escaped, the rest of our teammates beat the game they were playing and left the park too. Same thing, okay. The press was all over the whole thing for a while. Fortunately, Shido pulled a few strings and managed to keep them out of our hair for the most part. My uncle and the other hostages weren't so lucky, though. He was constantly getting jumped by reporters, and last I'd heard he was pretty fed up. As for the rest of our team, Wakasa had gone back to work as a pop star. From what I'd heard, he was pretty grumpy that none of us had known who he was. Seriously, we knew that. The game must have made Mayoshi reflect on his own choices, since he'd started to work part-time once we got out. Urabe had turned himself in. He'd regretted working with Hogstein and wanted to try and make amends for what he'd done. Shirabe was tracking down the truth. In the end, we hadn't learned anything about who Hogstein really was. Okay, so we cut out some of the, we're buddies with these people things. He hadn't even been arrested. When the police showed up, the pig had disappeared. What was Hogstein after? If anyone could find out, I had a feeling it was Shirabe. Shido had gone back to his job as a detective, and I'd heard from him that the piglets had turned out to be just ordinary people. And they'd all been hypnotized or something, and had no memory of anything that had happened. Honestly, we'd been left with more questions than answers. None of that mattered to me, though. Oh, Ryuji. I sighed. Did he die? Oh my god. Ryuji had managed to survive. Okay, well, good. After I'd run, Hogstein hadn't actually done anything to him, and maybe getting shot in the foot had been his punishment. I'd asked Shido which hospital Ryuji was staying in, and even gone to visit him. But when I'd gotten there, his room was already filled with other women. Every single one of them was pretty, and they made the whole room reek of perfume. Their style was interesting. I figured that they were probably the customers he'd mentioned before. He'd welcomed each one of them with a smile. It was the same smile I'd seen before. As I turned to leave, I heard his voice. Oh. He broke my heart, man. It's like, I don't like these bad endings, yo. I don't like them. They kill me. Can we just not do them anymore? I feel like we should just do all the bad endings. We should have just done all the bad endings at once. Like, we should have just done all the happy endings, finished the game, and then gone back and done the bad endings and been like, fuck, I hate this whole thing. And just like a whole part. Just a whole hour-long part of like, all the bad endings. Like, work our way up. Like, oh god, they just keep getting worse. I thought it was sad. Toa left me and didn't love me. And then Mayoshi, I never saw him again, and now Mitodashi's breaking my heart. And then, oh god! would have been a fun part. Like, man, I feel depressed. I need to go drink now. You know what? I should just have a fucking drink ready. Like, I should just make a shot every time we have to do one of these bad endings. I'm like, all right, here we go. Let's take a shot before we take. Oh, hold on. Need to take my shot before you break my heart, dude. Jesus. The worlds we live in are too different. Just forget about me. You're the one that kissed me, motherfucker. At least before I had been like, I think I like him, and like, it's weird. And if he had been like, yo, what up? No, we're bros, but like, that's it. You would have been like, I'm just being stupid. When he kisses you, I'll never make you cry. I'll take care of you. I'll protect you. And he's like our worlds are different, man. You're like you led me on, you whore. And not just because that's your job. I mean, because I would have called any one of you that. You're assholes for leading me on. But seriously, like, good Lord. His voice was almost drowned out by the giggling and yammering of the other women. But I'd heard him. What went wrong? I never cared that we lived in different worlds. Today was the day he was due to be discharged, but maybe I'll just go back to bed. I hugged my Cane de Boo and climbed back under the covers. Oh yeah, he's not sitting on the couch anymore. Our little stuffed piggy guy was under the thing. That's sad. You broke my heart, you bastard. Why? Why would you do that to me? All right, so now that we had our heart broken, we have to go, and we'll get our secret CG, because I like this one. Do we like this one? Or I like our end one? That one looks awkward. This one's better, so we'll keep it on that one, so we have a happy ending. But yeah, I am, like, pretty sure that Urabe is next, so let's just scroll back. Yes, it is! Woo, woo, woo. Okay, so are you looking forward to this? Because Urabe is next. I'm kind of excited about that. I can't wait to see what happens in his route. And then we get to do Shido. Yes. And then the game can just end. There is nowhere to go after that but down. Okay? Shido is best boy. I don't even give a crap if his route sucks. He's still best boy. Be like, you could just berate me the whole time, and I'll be like, that's fine. Like, sometimes there are people who do it, and I'm like, no, fuck you. You don't get to tell me that. And he's going to do it, and I'm going to be like, yeah, you're right. I'm stupid. Yeah, totally dumb. Yep, know what? You are right. Yep. Whatever you say, sweet cheeks. I love you that much. Like, and then we have to do Shirabe. I don't want to, like, I don't know. He just, no, but, and then we do Secret Dude. So, yeah. So I'm just kind of curious, since we got some time to waste. Where is... I want to compare the two different ones, and let's see something. Stop, think about taking... Let's see... Yeah, this one kind of goes through... The other one is very avoidant on letting people do it. Like, you stop Mirodashi from yelling at Toa. You think about it some more instead of letting Mayoshi try. And then this one, you're very much like, no, like, you do kind of do all the things I did. We're like, no, be nice. And then this, and let Mayoshi try and do that, where you're getting the little love points for everyone. So it's almost like the guide... The original guide that we were using is better because you're avoiding the love points with other people, which you should be doing. The new one that we're using is better because it's always like, get mad. Yeah, I like that. Like, I like that better. Like, this one usually, like, tells us to get mad. And the only time it's told us don't get mad was because we got a CG and it told us that. But this one is always like, no, restrain yourself and, like, do whatever. And I don't really... I guess I don't like that. I mean, yeah, I told you to restrain yourself on the one where we knew. Yeah, I guess I just like the original, this guy better. I didn't like it at first because it's awkward and weird and it doesn't quite work. But I guess it is a little bit better. So I think we'll keep using the new one that we've been using because I like the getting mad aspect, and I like that it tells us that, and it makes me feel okay about getting mad all the time and like, oh, okay, we're gonna get mad all the time and it's not bad. And when you need to restrain yourself for a CG, it at least tells you that. so I don't make wrong choices. It's just weird because you would think, oh, if I'm trying to get on Urabe's good side, right, I shouldn't be getting love points with everyone else. But I guess it furthers that if you're constantly, even if you're getting love points with everybody, as long as you're getting Urabe's love points where possible, and you go and see him at break time, that's all that matters. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if we didn't have the break time thing, then yeah, I would think it would matter, and we'd have to use the first guide where it's like, no, why would I want to get a point with Mayoshi, or why would I want to get a point with Toa, or everybody? I only want to get Urabe's points, right? But we're not, which just like, it doesn't matter, so it works out. We'll probably be doing a lot of skipping in the very beginning of Urabe's part because we think we've done everything, except for possibly in the go-kart, depending on if we've done paper and scissors, right? Well, his says rock, so interesting. I don't know, maybe that might be the only thing that's different, but we'll find out. So that'll be in the next part. We will, yay, I made it over 15 minutes, so I still feel like an asshole because it's not even a 20-minute part, but that's what happens. We have a short little break. We should have really saved all of the bad endings, but it's a little too late now to just do them all at once. But anyway, and I don't want it like we could have done it at the end of the last part. We could do the happy ending and then we do the bad ending. No, we can't do that. Because, like, at least you know, like, when the happy ending part happens that, like, if you really don't want to see the bad endings, you can just skip this. You know what I mean? Okay, we finished our route. The next part, we'll do the bad ending. And you could be like, I don't want to watch that part. Oh, this is a 15-minute part? It's probably the bad ending. I don't want to watch it. And you don't have to. Because you really miss nothing. I mean, pretty sure I say the same thing repeatedly 500 times throughout each episode. So I don't think you're missing anything. One of these days, I'm going to put something really, really crucial in one of these bad ending ones just to say if you're skipping them. It's a test. I don't know when, and I don't know how. And you just started singing The Little Mermaid, and I'm proud of you. But anyway, yeah, so we'll do Urabe in the next part. Not tomorrow, obviously, but the day after, because every other day. So, yeah, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.